registration. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome in our studio today the supervising statistical specialist officer in charge of the PSA in Misamis Oriental. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Julieta M. Nacario. Hello, Jewel.
Hello, Ma'am Chi. Good morning. Thank you for inviting us
Yes,
here
and it's
today.
been a long time.
Yes.
Right, so it's a long time coming, and I'd like to welcome you to our show. And of course, I'm very pleased and honored for you to be here. So let's get an update of what's happening na sa atong PhilSys ID system now and the ongoing registration.
Okay. So as of now, we already have registered a total of 1,026,532, and our target was 1.5 million.
Okay, so that's over the target.
Yeah. And then naatay mga as for this year, nadugangan ta og naka-register ta the 1.02 million was last year. But for this year nadugangan nato og 82,000 something. And then kulang na lang ta og more or less mga 425,000. So we are targeting that this year because our mass registration would be until December 31, 2022.
So, Ms. Chu, why is it important to have the PhilSys ID or the national ID?
It is very important jud kayo kay actually kita naulahin na ta, no? Naulahin ta sa uban nga mga nasod kay
yes.
dugay ra gid sila nag-start sa ilahang national ID. So importante kayo ni ang ato ang national ID, no? Etong PhilSys ID. This serves as our foundational ID, no, where kaning ang purpose gid ani is to have a single national identification system for all Filipinos and resident aliens in the country, to promote seamless delivery of services and to improve efficiency, transparency, and targeted delivery of public social services, as well as to enhance the administrative governance para ma-lesser na ng atong mga corruption, reduce corruption, curtail bureaucratic red tape, mawala na siya, and avert fraudulent transaction.
Now, this has been practiced for many years now with other countries, especially with their identification, like sa ilang galing thumb marks, sa ilang DNA and stuff like that, you know, even sa blood, you know, they know the identification of the person. Now, I believe this is also important to stop the crime, to lessen the crime, and to eventually stop the crime from happening.
Yeah, siguro mga later na no. Ang sa pagkakaroon ang uses gid ani Ma'am Che is number one, for application for eligibility and access sa social welfare and benefits granted by our government. So importante kayo na siya no kay para ma-identify gid sa atong gobyerno kung kinsa gitong angayan niya tagaan og mga ayuda. Then maabot na gyud didto sa angayan, no? Wala na yung mga duplication nga maingon nga duha lagi ka ayuda iyong nadawat. So karon isa ra nang gyud niya.
I see.
Makarog gyud unya dili matagaan tong dili gid siya
registered.
Dili siya registered.
Wala siya ID.
Wala siya ID. Of course.
Saan pag-claim kung wala yung national ID?
Yeah,
okay.
So inana. And then another one is the application for services and benefits offered by GSIS, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, and other government agencies. So mapadali na ang mga serbisyo o ang mga benefits. And then application for passports sa travel, so kana na lang dayon ang i-require, no? Dili na sila mag other nga mga identification documents. Then tax related transactions, registration and voting identification purposes. So hopefully in the future mawala na ng mga flying voters.
Yes, kanang mga patay nga buhi nga mga tigalan na lang ka kay nakabutar. So that's one of the best things, no? That's about national ID.
Yes.
Okay.
And then admission to any government hospital, health centers, and similar institutions, and to shorten gyud, no, kanang dili ka maka-avail og government services and even private services without your national ID, without your PhilSys ID. So importante gyud kaayo nga naamoy PhilSys ID.
I see. So now that it's already required, no, because kini siya mahimo na pud ni siya ang isa sa mga requirement, like for example, you need 2 government ID. So this will be used for that.
Yes.
Kina may mga requirement din nga usually sa atong mga private applications sa bank and everything, and they also ask for the 2 national IDs. So this will be also of use for that purpose, for those applications.
In fact, Ma'am Chi, our Office of the President sa Malacanang already issued an executive order number 162 where it institutionalized the acceptance of the Philippine ID or the PhilSys identification system as number 1 sufficient proof of identity and age in all government and private transactions.
No, there were issues thrown about that, Jewel, kasi when you have an ID daw na daw land bank something inclined to that. What is that? Can you clear the issue? Kay everybody's expecting na kung na kay national ID na daw kay kwarta sa bank. What's happening?
Dili na tinuod.
We have to clarify this to be very clear because people misinterpret, this application na nganong na ay land bank or something like that. Please explain, Jewel.
Okay. So ang purpose gid ana nga kanang mag-open og land bank is number 1 gid ang drive sa atong government is for all the Filipinos to have a bank account.
Okay.
Oo. Especially katong mga poor, no? Kay later on pa pohon siguro na mga programa ang mga ayuda i-through dadto. But
dili na maglinya. Diretso na lang dahil sa funding. Okay.
Pero dili karon ha, wala gyud nay ihatag nga kwarta.
So you just keep your land bank if ever that is land bank enclosed. So I think all we need to do is just keep it.
Yes, and then
for future.
Siguro usa pud na siya nga programa para pud matudluan ang ato ang mga tao nga mag-save, no? Kay kung na kay bank account pwede maka-save dadto.
That's right.
So usa pud na nga i-encourage and then tudluan atong mga i-educate ato ang mga tao nga importante gyud ang mag-save.
You're right. Well, anyway, Jewel, there are also issues like, for example, kani mga government offices na they cannot go to the national ID system na available karon nga where are the on-sites, no, because they're working. Kuan ba yan na sila 9 to 5 job or 8 to 5 job ba yan na sila. So how are they able to go? Is PSA able to go to the offices and have them registered? Kay kani mga government employees ra ba kay di ra bagid sila makalingkawa sa ilang trabaho kay naabagid sila permanente sa ilang trabaho sa ilang desk or something like that. So how do we assist them on that?
Ma'am Chi, actually we have a mobile team, no, to cater those agencies, mga government and private agencies nga dili makaadto sa atong registration center. So they just have to send us a request letter so that we can send them teams to accommodate their registration. Okay, so walay problema. Especially karon registrants gid among gipangita kay mura og kanang hurot-hurot na bitaw, but then naalang yun gihapoy wala pa, and then dili gyud gaadto. Although kabalo na sila nga importante kaayo ana, pero di gyud sila gaadto, and then napoy uban
they do not understand the importance of this, no?
Ang kay ang ilahang mentality ang uban pod, no, especially
negative kaayo ang
negative
ilang
kaayo
respond,
kay 6666 daw
and then
ID.
kaning napoy ID nga kaning naay mga negativity response against it because kay mao lagi kuno kanang butangan kuno kag microchip. I mean, that is so impossible. That is crazy. Dili ta mga robot, that's illegal to put the chip on somebody's body under the privacy law. Dili man na siya pwede i-implant sa imo. And then kung mo implant, it's impossible nga lili ka kabalo, di ba? Like for example, or nakaingon pud sila nga under daw sa ID na daw mga implants dito nga mga chips for you to be tracked everywhere you go, whatever you're doing. I mean, these are the negativities that you throw into the government, which is actually untrue. So that's why we're here to get it verified and to get a clarification on why the importance of the national ID system.
Yes, ang importante gid ang purpose gid ani atong national ID no is kanang para gid na agitay usa ka identified na national ID sa sa tibuok nasod. And then para gyud nga ang mga serbisyo, especially sa atoong gobyerno, mahatod gyud og sakto, no, ma-deliver og sakto dito sa atong mga hingtong.
Can you imagine? Yeah, it's already on the 2020s, but this is actually the very first time that the government had imposed that everybody should have a national ID. This should have happened a long, long time ago. Now, sa atong mandate bitaw, Jewel, I mean, we know that we have a very important mandate under the Philippine Statistics Authority. What is the official mission sa atong PSA? No, why we're doing what we're doing now?
So, in PSA, we have 3 mandates. Number 1 is the statistical. So, we are the statistical arm of the government. No? So, tanan surveys, statistical surveys and censuses, kami ang ga-conduct sa PSA.
Right.
Then, another one is the civil registration. So, kami ang ga-enforce.
You are the archive of everything for
sa
the
civil
national.
registration. No?
Yes.
Kami ga-technical supervise sa mga municipal, city municipal civil registers, no, para nga maka-submit gid sila sa mga vital documents dito sa amo, and then we will archive that.
Exactly. So, Jewel, let's throw some simple questions, mga frequently. Oh, you still have this. Napay duha. Oh, napay duha.
Napay isa.
Oh, napay isa. Yes.
Our new mandate, which is the PhilSys ID.
I see. Okay, that's the newest mandate under
so
the.
lang amo.
Okay. Anyway, Jewel, let's move on with the most frequently asked questions. No? Okay, there are so many issues that is thrown to the PSA, no, and sometimes they are very confused. And what are the steps to really solve their problems? Kay naagi mga problema gamay sa birth certificate, syempre naagid na sila yung mga correction gamay unya. Magka-problema na dayon kay especially kung mag-apply ka og passport. Kung naalay gamay nga kanang problema sa imong pangalan nga dili day coincide sa imong mga papeles, dili na din siya dawaton kay naay mga problema gamay. So ma-denied ka for your passport. So what are the easiest steps now and what are we doing about it, no? Able to help us lessen this problem, and then are we giving informations for them kay kaning sometimes people are lost, no, in what way that they can ma-hopeless na din usahay kay dili sila kabalo what to do. So what are the easiest steps kay before I know that there are some procedures and process for your name to be corrected, even every single vowel lang na it's not there, or the junior kanang bitaw mga suffixes lang nga Maria unya wala na butang na Maria unya Maria man day siya sa birth certificate, and then ang iyang ginagamit na name kay walay Maria, and then all of a sudden nabulaga na lang pagtanaw sa birth certificate, hoy naman day kay Maria. So how am I going to correct this nga ma-include lugar sa akong mga papeles kay it's very important to have this, no, knowledge equipped that the people also understand the importance of information. Okay, because if you're not well informed, mo lagi na problema lagi dayon ta. So Jewel, help us out to our televiewers right now. How can we help them?
We have the Republic Act 9048 for the clerical correction of clerical or typographical errors of your entries, of your name and entries in the birth certificate or the vital documents, no?
Right.
Birth, marriage, death, na. So the RA 9048 is for typographical error lang,
Okay.
like nasayop ang spelling.
Right.
So ato nang ipa-correct through Republic Act 9048. But dito ka mag-file og petition sa sa local civil register where your record is.
Yes, kay dito magid ka nagkuan kay sa imong birth certificate dito
Dito ang
maginagiagi.
record yun, ang nag-emanate ang imong record.
Yes.
And then, tagaan man kaana sa civil register og list of requirements. So, imo to siyang i-comply ang list of
Di
requirements.
sad madugo, Jewel.
Dili po.
Okay. People are like, asa na ko
Dili
paingon na ni?
po. Kay, kung
I
ano
think
man
if you
siya.
burden them the requirements that are difficult to find, I think that would complicate more of the problems.
Like for example, gusto ka magpa-correct sa imong name kay sayop ang spelling.
Right.
Oo. Like Maria, nahimo lang MA period. No, instead nga spell out gyud ang MARIEA. So ang imong buhaton ana kinahanglan na ang i-require ka og list of requirements sa civil register murag 3 months siguro, at least 3 months siguro to nga kanang proof of
identity
o proof of document nga mao gid na imong ginagamit nga pangalan. Mao gid na siya ang sakto, like siguro mga employment record or SSS nga record, school record. So nana lang ang simple ra man kaayo nga mga requirements. Kay kung wala pod ka mutabang man ang atong civil registrar o kung unsay mas maayo, unsay mas dali nimo nga secure nga mga supporting documents. And then naalang po na sila yung mga minimal fees, no, dito sa lain-lain man na siya kada munisipyo.
Pero do you need a lawyer for that?
Wala na siya, ma'am, kay the Republic Act 9048 is allowing the local civil registrar to
assist,
to file the petition, to assist you in the filing of the petition.
So nawala na to siyang adtuon nga i-complicate na kinahanglan pa nimo. Di ba na pa man to i-publish siya, Joel?
Yes, i-publish lang gyapon siya karon, ma'am, but wala na yung mga kanang
extrajudicial man siguro ang tawag
mga proceedings, wala na yung mga sa court nga mga hearings, no. Wala na siya. And then ang may tabo dayon ana, so i-comply na to niya ihang documents, tapos i-endorse to sa local civil registrar dito sa among office. Then dito sa Manila na among office naay mga panel, no, nga mag-assess sa imong documents kung angayan ba nga i-correct ang imuhang i-approve ang imong petition.
Will it take time, Jewel? Will it's gonna take a lot of time? What if kinahanglan yun nimo to correct it kay nakay-i-claim or something and then required ka na kinahanglan you have to have this identification. Anya you're going to wait for a while?
Mag-wait jud ka for a while kay kanang dili man na siya good diretso kinahanglan pa man na istadihan nila kung ayan ba nga i-approve ang imong petition. So naay panel mag-handle na, and then first come first serve po dito. Tibok Pilipinas ba na take note, and then daghan ba pud ga apply. So first come first serve, kung kita to mauna mo gitong una og cater. So okay lang kung gamay ra ang nag-file kay dali ra ang action, no, dali ra dayon ang result. So inana
I see.
And then the results will be mailed back to the local civil registrar.
And then you will be informing this petitioner for the development sa iyong papeles. I see. Okay. So at least everybody is understanding unsay mga procedures, no, kay sometimes we are lost by all means kung asa ta paingon sa itong buhatan to. At least the PSA is here to give us a little, information, or a big information actually for us to enable ourselves to understand what are the processes. Okay. Anyway, so Jewel, before anything else in mind, no, let's proceed to another development. What are the challenges sa PSA karon nga ginaatubang like for this procedure? Sometimes atong national ID na among gitay mga issue nga ginang-encounter, no? And how did we make a solution for that? Kay kabalo ko nga there are so many challenges kid when you started. Kabalo gid ko kay basta mo when we start a system, kabalo gid ko na yung mga problema sa sistema, unsaon pag-inform, kanibang nagkalanrakas lugar ta at the very first time. Kaya it was a very big challenge in the PSA kay confused gid kaya mga tao kay it's because wala na plaster ang information, no? So medyo nagdagok din. So kadlawon pag dako naglinya na, pero the thing is COVID was there. And then we didn't anticipate that ngayong ana day ang response for the Philippine registration niya sayo kaayo dito. And then all of a sudden we don't know na this was a challenge for the PSA for us to really get a solution and learning from those experiences, Jewel. What was the first encounter nga issue gid nga na-encounter when you first started the Philippine National ID, Jewel?
Sa una,
sa una gid when we start step 1.
Sa step 1, ang challenge lang gid namo ato kay among mga enumerators, no, naamong gud tay identified nga mga target barangays. So kaning mga target barangays nga identified, dapat mostly ang mga residents ana should be poor, no? Muna nga gi-identify to namo ang mga list of barangays nga mga poor. So muto siya ang among gi-atuan sa atong priority. Okay. Sa atong mga enumerators, no? And then mga lagyo manggod kaayo no, like for example kanang mga bukid ba ya, like
The unreachable na gyud, mga unreachable na gyud.
Bisigan, Tignapuluan, o
Indahag.
Tumpagon, Pagsagan, mga dito mga Pagalungan, bukid jud kaayo no, but they have to go there kay kinahanglan gyud nila nga malista ang mga tanan nga residents didto. So muto siya ang challenge kay kanang bisag bukid kaayo adtuan gyud no, and then sa step 2 ang challenge gyud namo diri kadtong kuan gyud pag start no, kay daghan gyud kaayo registrants nagdipunog ang mga registrants dito. Sus grabe ang pagtapok na kay syempre ang uban excited man gud sila sa ato ang PhilSys ID kay hi at least na mi ID na katong walay mga ID baya kay maglisod baya ta og secure og ID sa una no. Kay mga daghan pa kay requirements. So excited sila sa ID mo tong nagkuan gid sila nag-blog ang mga tao no, ang interact sa mga tao daghan, but kaluoy sa Dios amo man to silang na manage no, in all our registration centers in Misamis Oriental na manage ra pud namo no. We requested the assistance of our local government units,
a good coordination with them.
Nagid me close coordination with them para gid nga mo monitor, ma-manage nato ang flow no, sa registration sa ilahang locality. And then sa pagkakaroon, ang amo yung number 1 karon nga issue challenge is the arrival of our IDs kay daghan kay manawag sa amo, ma'am asa na akong ID, in fact na 8888 pa mi ma'am she kay nangita sa yung ID, dugay na kay ko, June pa ko nag-apply sa akong ID nganong hantod karon wala pa. So ani magud siya, although we are really doing our best gyud no nga paspas gid ang proseso sa ato ang processing sa national ID kay inani magud siya pagpa-register nimo sa step 2. So ang ang data nimo amo nang ipadala dito sa central office no? O mga details nimo padala na mo na dito sa Philippine Registry Office, and then i-validate kinahanglan ni mag-establish gud mi og one unique identity sa every Filipino. So naapoy mga challenge amo nakita dito nga kanang walay naka-register siya pero wala siya birth certificate. So problema na siya kay number 1 gid ang birth certificate para requirement para maka-establish ka og unique identity.
So i-coincide pa day kung mao gini siya nga person.
Yes.
So that's a lot of work.
Yes, definitely a lot gid kayo dako jud kay siya nga trabaho nang usap po na siya nga rason nganong malangan siya pero kung okay lang gid ang imuhang mga documents no na wala lang kay kapareha og pangalan o wala kay problema sa imuhang
wala kay criminal record.
Dili sa birth certificate lang na siya. So ma-establish ra gyud dali ang imuhang
I see. Ay mong identity.
Tapos ako din nang ipadala sa Central Bank, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. Kasi Bangko Sentral will be the one to print the IDs.
I see.
Sila ang print pa, dili pa na basta-basta ka nang mag-quality control pa na sila.
Will everybody get a land bank or no?
Dili na necessary kay di mo pud siya compulsory. Kadto
see.
lang mga special katong walay mga bank accounts.
I see.
So after dito kang Central Bank, iyahan nang i-deploy dito kang Philippine Postal Office. So sa Philippine Postal Office maoy mag-deliver balay. So dili pwede nga i-throw niya dito sa barangay, dili niya pwede nga i-throw dito sa munisipyo, dito ra ipaadto mga tao. No. The postal office should deliver that door to door sa mga hinungdan.
I see.
And then naapod mi challenge karon ana sa pagkakaroon kay nakita magud sa ato ang mga PSA officials nga hinay kayo ang distribution sa ID. So they are planning pa lang namo kay kami mag
So nanay mga pundo nga ID for distribution now, Jewel?
Yes, naanapod ang uban. Ang problema lang is ang mag-deliver kay dili si PhilPost murag gamay ra iyahang mga personnel no, nga mga postmen nga mag-deliver. So siguro later on maghulat pa mi sa guidelines no. Later on mag-intervene mag-assist si PSA in the distribution of the ID. Kay kanang para mapaspas gyud, no, kay naay mga daghan pending pero dili makaya sa PhilPost kay gamay ra ilang tao. So ang uban ba ang mga tao excited na kayo asa na akong ID.
Especially, I just had my registration. Very fortunate.
Recently.
Yeah, personally. So it was an easy task, more very smooth flowing lang when I got there. They just needed my driver's license, and then I was already processed by that day. On the same day, it was not busy. I went there at City Mall sa Bulwa, and then the people were so friendly. In fact, I will give you a picture of these people, and they were so nice to accommodate me, and we. At least I've given some information sa atong social media now that you can actually go to this place. It's not so busy. You can be processed within the day. So, but the thing is, the waiting time is madugo because it's going to take about 6 months, and some have waited for about a year. But the thing is, this is probably the challenges we're trying to face. But I think kung mahatag na ang tanan mga IDs, it will be a smooth flowing process for all of us. And such a requirement, no? Pero the thing is, this can also help us gain our own identity and identification, that people will respect also our identity. Nga, kanang di na magdoble-doble bitaw, and this is kanang mga double whammy nga mga identification, that will not happen anymore. Kasi something dili man malikayan nga we have the same names. Even the same surnames, pareho pod.
The same middle name, the same middle initial.
Middle initial, the same name, pero lahi og lugar.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that happens. Kay dili lang ikaw ang Chyrel Macale Cariaga, naapo di isa ka Chyrel Macale Cariaga, good.
Yes.
The same person but different good di siya nga personality. So that's why I think the same name but different person.
Yes.
So that's why we all do understand, the need of this ID for all of us, because we know that this is also vital for a lot of things, like sa itong mga requirements, atong identification. But the thing is, we also give PSA a little bit of a chance for them to do their job. Anyway, they're not sitting down and doing nothing. The government is at work, people. So that's why you have to understand this nga dili na sila gapainit sa ilang mga lubot din na sa ilang mga offices. They're actually doing, in fact, they have to go to and be deployed to field for them to be able to give service to the people. So let's give PSA a chance. So Jewel, talking about more developments, no, because I know we have gone through some pandemic times. And then it was such a big challenge for all of us. Kay, agoy, malasa na sad ang atong trabaho gamay. Kay tungod kay ang mga tao, di naman gid mo linya dito niya. Kinanglan magid ang mga, like for example, you need your fingers to be printed sa atong biometrics. The eyes has to be identified because these are the major requirement for this ID system. Kinanglan magid tag na at sa actual good nga face to face. And then it couldn't be because it was not allowed by the AITF. So how did you took a gap on that? Kay mo double time na po dayong ka kay there were so many restrictions. The health protocol has to be imposed. And then, what were the challenges of PSA? Muna siguro nga delay po tagamay sa atong mga lakaw.
So last year, mo ginaamong pinaka-challenge no kay grabe ka ito ang problema last year kay naay mga registration centers kana close. Stop. So
especially the malls were also closed.
What we did was we deployed the registration teams to different barangays.
I see.
No? Para lang gid nga maka-register lang pud sila kay atong mga teams kailangan po na sila og required output number of registrants per day. Dili na sila masulduhan kung wala sila dili sila kakuha sa ilang required output. So maningkamot gina sila among gi-deploy sa mga municipalities, no, especially katong sa Cagayan de Oro nga nag kuan bitaw ta ECQ ta. So gi-deploy na mo sa municipalities outside Cagayan de Oro within Misamis Oriental. So dito gi-cater na mo sila. So hope that was very nice kay nakakuha ra gyud gihapon mi, naka-register gyud gihapon mi. And then diri na dayon karon sa pagkakaron, no, ang challenge namo sa pagkakaron is ang daghan nga dili mag-adto sa mga registration centers kay usa ang transportation, ang
mamiliti
for example, taga Bisigan ka niya.
How do you go?
Magpa-register ka niya.
Ato sa mall.
Oo, ato sa mall, ato sa
walay pliti.
walay pliti, mabe kayong pliti. So karon nag-strategize mi karon nga ang among mga teams among i-deploy dito sa mga hinter barangays, no?
I see.
Katumang gud atong mga hinter barangays, especially ako na mention ganina ang target, no? Target barangays nato. Priority gid to sila sa atong PhilSys ID. So in
Sa
fact,
mga senior citizens, Jewel, some cannot go. Okay, they're actually having some problems, no, physically in their health, and they cannot go there. How are we going to help them kung dili sila able to go?
usually ang gina-deploy namo instead sa mga malls, no, gina-deploy namo ang mga registration kits dito sa mga barangays. So matulan sila dito sa ilang barangay kay dili man jud pwedeng dili sila mag-adto. Dili man pwedeng online kay kuan man i-scan man imuhang face, iskan imong iris o ang imong fingerprints. So kinahanglan gyud nga actual ka mag-adto didto sa atong registration centers. Unya kadtong dili makaadto, so siguro wala pa mi nagkuana na karon kay nga kanang moadto gid sa balay-balay, no, kay nga ato manggod kinahanglan static ng ato ang registration kits.
I think we will go to that point siguro.
Tapos dapat na ay signal sa internet, no, kay kailangan man na siya
Kay data gathering man, so
kay
it's very
upload man din
important,
namo na ang mga packets.
Correct.
Information nga among nagather. At the end of the day, amo gid na siyang i-upload para walay mawala, no. I-upload namo na sa system. So in ana nga anyway, taas-taas pa man ang time, napamantay until December 31 this year, no, for our mass registration.
So this is the year of double time kita within this year.
Yes. And then naadayon tay fixed registration center sa ato ang PhilSys ID na dito sa Limkitkay dito sa among office, sa ground floor sa among office. Abay siya sa CRS Civil Registration Service Center. So nara siya dito kadtong wala pa na-register, you can just go there, no, if ever wala na sa inyong barangay kay nag-pull out na atong teams. So mag-ato lang sila dito sa ato ang fixed registration center. Dili naman kayo busy sa pagkakaroon kay gamay naman lang kayo ang nag-register. So we already cater mga walk-ins. And we welcome all of you. Katong wala pa, no, I am encouraging katong wala pa naka-register. Palihog pa-register na mo kay later on, no, dili mo maka-transact sa government, no, kung wala mo'y PhilSys ID. Dili mo especially sad sa mga ayuda later on definitely katong walay mga PhilSys ID will not be receiving benefits from our government. And then it's very also it's a vital in our position, no, for us to be able to register in the minds of our people that kini siya requirement na ni siya, dili ni siya ingon nga lax lang it's okay nga you don't have a national ID. You need to have a national ID. This is for your own sake. This is for your own good. Actually, this is such a big requirement for the national government for you to acquire this because kini murag spoon-fed na gini kinanglan na gini mo nga makuha ni siya, and then they're doing their best to actually get you registered na nagaling mga satellite nila nga mga registration outlets now that they're actually going to cater to all of you for you to be registered the soonest time possible. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get some time, march to your malls kanina ating mga Julie will actually mention all of the satellite nato nga mga mga positions where they are now. So you Julie, naay question, Julie, are they open also daw by Saturday? Yes,
because they're also asking kay some people cannot go kay naay trabaho man Mondays to Friday. So the only time that they have are on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Are you able to cater to that on those dates?
Yes, only until Saturday, no,
so walay Sunday.
Saturday lang ta. Pahulay sad sila
lagi grabe sa duwi sa daw ng atong mga registration. Yes.
But we are open 8 to 6 p.m. No.
Oh,
Sa
I
mga
see.
oo. And
So,
then sa
which
mga
are
malls
they,
usahay mag-extend pa na atong teams no, maabot pa na sila
8
mga
o'clock.
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock depende
Kung-
sa
especially sa dagan
depende
kung-
sa call sa mall kaya na
yes,
may
yes.
maingon ang mall nga taman lang mo sa 8 o'clock dili na mo pwede mag
yeah,
so
okay.
inana. And then ang ato ang mga registration centers diri sa Cagayan de Oro naata sa SM Uptown.
Okay.
Napunta sa SM Downtown. And of course, naami diha sa atong fixed registration center sa Limkitkay. Diha sa ground floor sa ato ang PSA, no, Module 2 building sa Limkitkay. And then naapog yun ta, sulod sa Limkitkay Mall, naapog yun tay another nga registration centers dito, murag duha na sila. And then we have sa Barangay Carmen, na naami dito, and then naapo dito sa West City Central School. We also have registration kits there. And then sa City Mall Bulwa, naami, no? Kung asa lang mo dool,
City
pwede mo
Mall sa
ato.
Ipunan, Jewel, we have
Ang
there.
City Mall sa Impunan, wala na sila nag-stop na sila dito, no, kay kanang naamanta sa Upol.
I see.
Oo,
Okay, okay.
naamantay registration center sa Upol.
So all of the municipalities, Jules, are we able to get some satellite stations there?
Sa pagkakaroon, wala na kay ang uban human naman no.
Okay.
But although nahuman na sila pero naa pa lang gyud nga biling-biling gamay. So amo na lang nang i-arrange later on kung unsa among schedule para ma-cater namo tong nangabilin pa no.
I see,
Balikan namo.
okay.
Sa
Continue, Jo.
pagkakaroon, continue ta no sa naata sa Ayala. We also have sa Ayala. And then sa mga barangays no, nag-deploy mi sa mga barangays like the Bisigan karon naa sila dito karon, Tumpagon, Lumbia, Balulang, Kanituan, Kauswagan, Bulwa, Bayabas, Bugo, Kugman, Gusa, Lapasan, and Balubal. And later on, ang katong wala pa naapay mga kulang nga mga barangays, amo pa nang balikan, bisitaan namo later
I
on.
see. Okay.
And then sa outside Cagayan de Oro City, no, so naatay registration center karon dito sa Magsaysay, no, ongoing
That's
sa
really
Magsaysay,
far.
yes, and Hinguog naata, and Medina, Naawan, Upol. So muna siya ang sa karon lang no. Kay ang uban katong naay mga kulang like City of El Salvador. So siguro by next week mag-deploy na pud mi didto og teams kay kanang naa pa manggoy wala pa gyud na register. So mutong balikan namo no.
I see. Okay. Okay, Jules, that's great. I mean, at least that we are able to do this interview now, so to give
Salamat
us to give us information, no, and then we're lightened up. Na the government is actually able to do their job and their responsibilities, which is a very big mandate under the national government to perform their task. And the government is really working for all of us. And that I'm very glad, and thank you, Jewel, for coming.
Thank you kayo, Ma'am Chi, for inviting
Thank you very
us.
much for giving us this opportunity for you to inform the people that we're trying to help them, especially for our national ID now. And thank you for giving us more updates. So, Jewel, any of our last information to give us info, like phone numbers they can contact, and then what are your last message before we close the show?
Okay, so if you have any questions, comments, recommendations, or any other inyong gusto
Issues and problems,
issues, no,
so-
may bala. You can contact us with this number, no, anytime during office hours only.
Yes.
So 0995
Okay.
905
Okay. Can you put that in the phone on the screen, please?
again 0995
Okay.
905 0653 mo na siya ang among contact numbers among office.
Is it 53?
53, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's show that on the screen right now so people can actually call anytime. No, do not call on Saturday. They won't entertain you.
We are.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
We are open sa Saturday.
So you can
No?
call this number.
8 to 5 lang pod.
Okay.
Oo.
Is this the only number, Jewel? Kay
Yes,
murag-
ma'am.
That's the only hotline?
Yes, ma'am.
So
sa
busy
among
kayo ng
office.
phone?
Sa pagkakaroon, murag dili man kayo, no? Okay, wala pa
okay.
may
Dili na
panawag.
kayo
Pero
urgent.
basin og after ani, daga na manawag.
I see. Okay, okay.
And then also, sa ato ang additional na lang pud no sa atong service center dito sa among silong sa among office, the civil registration system service center. So, dili na mo cater og kanang
Walk-in.
walk-in, no?
Oh,
Dapat
in office.
magpa-book mo online.
Okay.
So ato ang online appointment system is appointment.psa.gov.ph.
Okay.
Oo, so muna siya. Appointment, small letters, appointment.psa.gov.ph. Small pud ang A sa appointment.
Murag psa.ph man siguro or ph
psa.gov.ph.
Oh, okay, okay. So that's appointment .psa.gov.ph. Okay, okay.
Oh.
Okay, so again, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is call this number 0995-905-0653, or you can go online, appointment.psa.gov.ph. Okay, so in case you have any questions, you can call that number anytime within Mondays to Saturday. They're actually going to cater to all of your inquiries and problems. And any more jewels that you wanted to give or as information?
So again ha, katong appointment.psa.gov.ph para lang to sa maglukat og birth certificate, marriage or death or sinumar.
So dili na sila pwede mo ato dito for sinumar dire-diretso.
Oo, dapat gid sila
I
magpa-book
see.
online kay dili na may mag-cater og kanang walk-in kay para pud nga kanang to prevent bitaw ng taas kaayong linya kay mo manay problema kay ang COVID baya, no? So makuan pud mi sa IATF reprimando niya ami nga daghan kay taw. So muna
Yes.
nga amo na gi-strategize na sa among regional director nga naagid tay appointment booking before mag-adto.
So, Jewel, thank you very much for
Ma'am
coming.
Shea,
Thank you for your
salamat
vocal,
jud kayo sa
for you to give us a lot of information today. And I know that our televiewers have already equipped some knowledge about PSA, and that you are not able to just go there kay mabulaga mo pag abot dito dili man mo i-cater because you don't have an online appointment. So all you have to do is be well informed. It's good that you are able to know and be informed kay para dili na ma-waste atong time, no, especially when we do this kay very important gud ni kani atong mga birth certificates and everything. So at least now you can actually call and ask for an appointment, or you go for this appointment.psa.gov.ph before you go to PSA. Know your appointment so that you will be able to have some time kanang required good the day and time for you to go there. Okay, so thank you very much,
Ma'am
PSA.
Shea. Thank you, Joe TV.
Thank you very much to all of you out there. Well, I think everybody has to understand what the government is doing for you. They're doing its job, and they're doing their best for us to be catered for all the things that we need, especially on our applications, to our registration. Our Philippine national IDs are already in process, and then all you have to do is just wait for the perfect time for them to deliver kay personal gini. I think i-deliver from the house now, and the national IDs that you have been waiting for quite some time now. So let's give them some time and the benefit for all of that they're doing. But I will commend the PSA for a job well done.
Thank you,
Jewel, and to all of your team, and to all the Philippine for the Philippine Statistics Authority for a job well done for catering for the people. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this show. Until again, next Saturday between 9 to 10 in the morning, that is the Chyrel Macale Cariaga show. This is Chyrel saying, do not ask what the government can do for you, but always ask what you can do for the government. So have a wonderful day ahead of you.